And good morning. A chilly day as we begin at 32 now. Our wind chill setting at 27 degrees as you start your day. So plan your day well. Start out with a jacket so you'll be nice and warm as we get things rolling. As we start today, we'll remember, and this is on most newscasts around the area. I want to say that WCBI in Columbus mentioned this first, but flags will be at half-staff this week to honor Lieutenant Mike Boyette, who lost his life last week in the line of duty, sheriff's deputy. So as you see flags flown at half-staff, remember it, your business, make sure to do that in remembrance of him, of his giving his life this week with everything that went on. So that's how we begin this Monday. February the 8th, how are you doing? The groundhog has seen his day. And I wanted to address this. There's a lot of other weather sites out there that just keep saying that we're going to have inches and inches of snow and inches of ice this week. I do not see that. I'm not going to put something out there that I don't believe is really going to happen. We are going to get a lot of rain. It looks at this, and it's Mother Nature. Now, anything could change at the last minute, but at this point, what we see is rain for our area north of us. Just above the Mississippi line, we'll probably get some snow and ice, but not quite down to our area. So should that change, I'll back up, we'll punt, and we'll start talking about it. But as of Thursday, that's really out of our forecast at this point. So I'm just saying, don't believe everything that you read everywhere, somebody trying to make you panic, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to keep you safe and let you know exactly what's going on. Well, as we begin our day, let's go ahead and take a look at radar and look at where all of our storm chances are for the day. As we pulled it up, we see that lower Mississippi down here, there's a chance of thunderstorms today. As you zoom in on this and you get a bit closer, this line will be down around the Hattiesburg area south to New Orleans, over to Baton Rouge, taking in Mobile, going into Florida through Fort Walton Beach and Panama, almost to Tallahassee, but not quite. These areas could see some stronger thunderstorm activity throughout the afternoon, as well as we look at lower Florida down through here, Miami, these areas here, Homestead, all the way up through Savannah along the coastline could get some of that. As we back out and you take a look at the rest of the nation, boy, all of this snow and stuff that comes across the nation, you've got plenty of areas here that's going to have winter weather advisories throughout the day. Anywhere that you see purple here on the map, that's what this is. And that's from Columbus, Ohio, Indiana, all through here, and taking in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma, you don't think about it, but they do get a lot of snow. These gray areas are where it's got a lot of fog out in Colorado. And Denver, they're watching this. This is fire watch is what that is. Anything that's pink on there. But lots of snow up towards Chicago and those areas as well today as they begin their day. California also got a little bit of that fog out in their area. But closer to home, as you'll look there at Mississippi, not a thing on there. So that's good news for us. We don't have anything to be worried about at the moment. We hope to keep it that way throughout the day. Well, as we turn to what is really going to go on today, we look, the National Weather Service tells us clouds today, but 63. So we started out earlier this morning at 31 degrees. It's cold. It's bumped up just a tad to 32 right now. Wind chill still at 27 degrees, and then it's going to be 63 later, and you wonder how people get sick. Now, I'm no doctor. I've heard people tell me before that has nothing to do with it, but I don't believe it. You go from one extreme to the next here in Mississippi, Alabama, somebody's going to get sick. So it's going to more than double. So keep warm this morning. Keep that big coat handy as you go out. And there is lots of frost on the pumpkin this morning. I was out with my puppy dogs at about 3:30 this morning. It's lots of frost across the windshields of cars. So give yourself that extra 5 minutes to run out, fire up your car so that you'll be able to leave on time. Nothing worse than hopping in that driver's seat and you can't see. You're late. So give yourself that extra 5 minutes this morning. As we look at the temperatures of what's going to be happening over the next 10 days, it still shows that we're going to be below average of temperature, meaning it's cooler than normal for the month of February 4th. And we're going to watch that. We've got rain coming in. Temperatures will start to drop after this rain that we've got. So it's not over yet. We go back and we look at record highs and record lows on this date. 1957, it was a warm 84 degrees. Can you believe that? February, 84 degrees? Well, it happened back in 57. Now, This was the year my granddad was born, 1895. It was 6 degrees upon this date. So a chilly February back in 1895. Just kind of glad I wasn't there. Yeah, so, whoo boy, lots going on. As we begin our day, and don't forget you can drop by and visit my friends at SMI Automotive here in Meridian, 22nd Avenue when you come into town. If you need anything done to your truck, they can handle it for you at SMI. Drop in and see Joe. They can level it out, and maybe you need a toolbox or something to that. They do that as well. Of course, winches and all types of things. They can do brakes, anything that you're looking for to have your truck done. They do it at SMI Automotive. See Joe today, and he'll help take care of you. As we look closer at our forecast, as I said, don't expect anything serious this week of snow or ice or anything like that. That's not in the cards for us. Increasing clouds today, 63. By tonight, we'll get a 30% chance of showers. Low about 46. Now, in your forecast this week, keep an umbrella handy at all times this week. 20% chance of rain tomorrow, high 69. That is warm. As we move into tomorrow night, only 51, and then Wednesday, 72. That usually leads to some bad thunderstorms. We'll watch all that. None of that's being predicted yet of anything serious, but you never know. Wednesday night, we'll get down to 57 with a 70% chance of showers. And this was the day that everybody was going, well, I don't know, 100% chance of rain on Thursday. Our high will reach 65, and we'll have gusty, 20-mile-an-hour gusts throughout the day. Still rain on Thursday night with a 70% chance and a 20% chance to end the week, the work week anyway. So we pull up our extended forecast for you to take a look at this. Now, as I said, rain every day this week, as you'll see that. Even into the weekend, there's small chances. But as we'll look at these highs, this right here, 65, 71, 68, unheard of for February. It just doesn't mean anything good normally. And as you'll see, as we get into the weekend, the temperatures dive. We'll have highs in the 40s and 20s at night. So that cooler temperature is coming back. Let's take it on through February the 22nd. And as you'll see, holding on to those 40s, and it'll be the 20th before we reach 60 again, and then back to the 50s. So we've got some weather to watch over the next little bit. Thunderstorm activity is always something to watch there, but I don't see anything that is coming with snow or ice or anything at this point. We'll be on top of it to watch it for you. Good morning to Ms. Gail Gafford, also Tommy watching in this morning, and Les Alexanders. Said my customers get to lay in bed a few more, use the Ford Pass app to start their vehicle. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I've never had a vehicle that had that automatic start from inside the house. Yeah, that does exist. I just don't have it on mine. So, yeah, that's a good one, Les. Also, good morning to Sylvia Stewart. I hope you're doing good. I think SMI Automotive installs, though, if you've got one like mine that didn't come from the factory, if one of those factory auto starts, you can get that added. Joe can tell you more about that and get you fixed up. Something to think of. Now, this morning at 8:30, Candace is going to have the morning off, but we do have a special guest coming in, and she's, I guess you would call this coming out of retirement. Jan Bushman is going to join me. And I know there's a lot of folks that know Jan from the area. Her and I worked together for years in radio. Then she went on to work in television here in Meridian. And she'll be joining me this morning bright and early with bells on. I hope she does. And we'll talk with Jan, and she'll help us through the morning. I do appreciate that. Morning to Sylvia Stewart and also Tammy Godwin up in Adam in Nashville. Well, I guess you'd be Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Yeah, that's where that is. Pretty close to that. But thank y'all for joining again. It's 32 right now here in the Meridian area. 63 going to double. Make sure to carry you some Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus in your pocket just to be on the safe side of what goes on. We'll have more coming up this morning as we start the day with all the breaking news. We'll tell you about Roger Whitaker. His wife was mugged in Tupelo. That's one of the stories that broke on this. Horrible wreck in Clark County that happened yesterday. We'll tell you about the condition, what went on with that. Some of the news stories that are coming up this morning at 8:30. So make sure you're back with us beginning at 8:30 to catch all that is happening in our area. And I do appreciate you dropping by. I'll have more coming up on the way here. Scotty Ray's Weather.